Everyone, joining us now is Laura Huckabee, who is with the San Angelo Museum of Fine Arts. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me, Amanda.
Thank you for joining us. Now, you guys always have something going on because of the situation that we're in right now with everything going on with the coronavirus and concerns. You guys have canceled some of your events. You actually have one scheduled for this Thursday. It's the Samfa lecture series. It's still going to be going on, but in a different way. Talk to me about that.
That's right. Yes, we are still planning to have the lecture on Thursday evening by John Begno. We'll be talking about growing things in San Angelo, past, present, and future. And however, we're asking people not to show up. Sounds a little strange. We usually say, hey, come on out for our programs, but nope, don't show up to this one because we're going to figure out a way to broadcast it live online, 5:30 p.m. on Thursday, and go to our website for that information. We'll either have a link to the Facebook Live or however we're going to end up doing that, or some other way, but our website will give you the 411. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know what can be done, but we are still having the program. We still want people to tune into that. And then on Friday, the recorded version of the program will be available on our YouTube channel.
Okay, good. So it is still going on, just in a different way.
Still going on, and in a slightly different format too. The traditional lecture, has a series of slides and a PowerPoint. The presenter will talk for about 45 minutes. There'll be time for question and answer. Well, he had the great idea of turning it more into something like a TED Talk. Okay, yeah. So a little more engaging for an online audience. But especially for the live version, especially if we're doing Facebook Live, I'm sure there are other platforms too, people can actually write in with their questions while he's there and ask and make it more interactive that way.
Well, I'm glad, we have these resources now that we're able to do things this way whenever we're facing a situation like the one that we're in now. So that is amazing. Now, let's talk a little bit more about just the lecture series in general and what you guys try to offer with them.
Well, we try to offer a variety of programming with our lecture series. We do that every year. We offer about 9 to 10 programs, generally during the school term between the fall and the late spring. And sometimes our lectures are very relevant to what we have in the galleries at the time. Sometimes they're very specific to art or to what the museum is doing. But other times they're things that are just relevant to life in San Angelo, to the whole world, to the community. Kind of like this one. John Begno is the former extension agent for our county until he retired a few years ago, and he is the plant whisperer from what I hear. I look forward to meeting him and hearing his program, but he'll be talking about how humans have lived within this landscape and have modified this landscape since they settled here. So he'll be talking about growing things in San Angelo past, present, and future as well. And since I have a really hard time growing stuff, I will look forward to learning from him.
The cool thing about these lecture series is that, you always learn some good information, especially if you're a citizen here in San Angelo. It's always good stuff to know. Something that I want to touch on really quickly before we wrap this up is that you guys, like I said, you are having some events that are canceled, but you're offering something to parents to, for the little ones that are staying at home this week, to keep them busy.
For both our adult programming and children's programming, we are trying to offer alternatives. Just an example of what our education department is doing is they're making take-home packets that parents can come to the museum and pick up. All kinds of fun, free activities. They're targeted to different age groups. They're going to come up with 2 or 3 different packets each week that you can come get for your kids. They'll be doing a watercolor lesson online on Friday, and then offering packets with watercolor kits in them for parents to come get and do those at home with their kids.
That's awesome.
So we're also collaborating with other area museums in the region, like the Old Jail Arts Center in Albany and the Grace Museum in Abilene, to put together education programs that can be done online.
That's awesome. Once again, everyone, that'll be available this week at the Museum of Fine Arts. And again, that lecture series will be happening on Thursday at 5:30 in the afternoon. Again, they'll be providing a link to that on their website, samfa.org. Laura, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Amanda.
Absolutely. We'll be back right after this.